Hello, my beautiful souls. This is a personal read, and I just want to thank everybody for the comments that were left on the general read for the twin flame energy for this week. I just love hearing all of your stories and where you're at on the journey, and the confirmations that are coming through as far as the readings coming in and resonating with each of you. Keep sending those notes. You are my boost. You keep me going, and I wish everybody a lot of love, abundance, and blessings on this journey. It is not easy. Life isn't easy, and nothing is promised to us, but we keep striving, and we're beginning to walk into and manifest those things that we know, that are deep within our soul, and the longing, the embracing our futures and our soul mission, and just clearing the debris and getting that internal, the soul healing and completion is just marvelous. I'm just so excited about hearing and seeing things that are happening and unfolding almost before my eyes. I love you guys. I love you so much, and I am so grateful and blessed by all of your sweet notes, your comments below, and your emails. You are my boost, and I thank you. Excuse me. Now, this is a personal read. Okay, so first of all, with this, I'm seeing that there is a lot of worry. We have a lot of worry. There's a lot of worry going on. There's some emotional feeling, and there's thoughts. It's kind of almost like those thoughts are out of balance, and you're being asked by Spirit to bring harmony in, and it's time to really release a lot of those thought patterns that you're having. There's nothing you can mess up on this journey. This journey is yours, and it's just yours. Every journey is different, and this one is yours. And just because you feel like you may be having to defend yourself and conquer things, and just the Spirit really wants you to know that you've come from a very dark place, and you've stood above it. You didn't let darkness overcome you, and you're still striving and moving forward, and you're still going up. So you're using this sword. It's more like your intellect, your thoughts, to remove a lot of the negative and the darkness that has come against you in life. But you do have those worries and those thought patterns, and that is maybe at times you feel like you're hopeless, and you just don't know what way to go. And so, there's just some type of balance that's needed. As you could see, if we were to reverse this, we would see that it would look more balanced than it is the right way up. So this is worry that you're feeling, and that is really not needed. The Spirit is asking you to go into a time of meditation and be still, be quiet. You've gone through a lot of transformation. A lot of transformation has happened. Right here with the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Lover's card here. So the Ace of Cups is basically resembling the Yoni and Lingma, which is the male and female energy coming together. You see the divine light, which is showing your connection to the Spirit. And we have the lotus flower, which is overflowing and blooming, which is showing that your connection with the Spirit is true. But again, the Spirit is asking you through this card and the worry card is to release a lot of those thought patterns, to what would the word be? Clear your mind, come into a state of meditation, stillness and quietness, and clear your mind, because the Spirit is speaking to you and you need to hear clearly. We have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands right here is, you see how she's holding on to the Panther, and the Panther has these dark spots. But otherwise you see the Queen of Wands in like a glow of fire, and it's almost like there's fire coming up from her feet, which is showing your strive and determination. Also, the wand that she's holding is like a form of fertility, that, you know, the seed has been planted and you are able to let it take root and grow. So your connection with the spirit, again, through the crown, is all going up and out in directions. You are a leader, and you're still reminded of where you came from in the past. And again, we have it with the the Princess of Swords, where, you know, you've stood above the darkness and you've overcome a lot. There's been a lot of healing. A lot of healing, a lot of completion. And we see here that every sign of the zodiac is here, which is calling completion, which is saying that, you know, you've come through a lot of life lessons, and you know, the angels are glorifying. The sun has come up, you know. Your connection with the spirit is so there and so true. And now I think the only direction you're needing is your life purpose, just to find your life purpose, which right here we would see with the Queen of Wands, which would be in some type of a leadership position, possibly, you know, helping others, because you have that connection. So finding your gift, you know, maybe a healer, or because your connection with the spirit is so so not interrupted. It's a constant flow, that your focus should be more so on your soul mission and your purpose now. We do have the Lovers card. With the Lovers card, you see that opposites coming together. You see the Black King and the White Queen, and they're coming together, which is showing us that, you know, this is a divine union. This is a sacred union. There's been a process of awakening, and it's when the two came together. The two came together, and even, you know, you see the children coming together and one giving to the other. It's almost like a shadow or a mirror effect, just like the dynamics of the twin flame, that when you meet, you know, the opposites come together, but it's still a mirror, a one for the other, of the healing and the process of this union coming together. We show that there is a curtain back here, and it's kind of like, you know, there's stuff going on behind the curtain, and when time is right, it will all be revealed to us. But you'll see this curtain is, you know, keeping you from seeing a lot of the truth. And you see, we have the hands right here of the Creator, but we don't see the face. But we do see Cupid here, showing that this is a divine union. This is a sacred union. Again, there is a lot of coming together. There's a lot of transformation. And, you know, we're seeing, like, in this card, I'm seeing that, you know, there has been a total transformation with yourself, including, you know, with the swords. It's actually showing that you've come from a lot, and you've come through a lot, and you've fulfilled a lot of your life lessons, and that your karma has been cleared. So it's like right now you know, we have the union, the sacred union, and the growth and transformation, all this happening. But what I'm feeling so on your journey right now is you kind of coming closer and coming more in sync with the spirit, to where you're going to leave in your soul mission. The connection that you have with the Creator, with Spirit, is so clear, but with the worry and stuff. So you're right now, the message that is coming through is that you really need to take that time to sit still and really listen, because the Spirit is communicating with you, and the Spirit is giving you the direction, because of the celebration and because the completion that you've had with your completing and releasing a lot of your karma, coming through the transformation, being that warrior. I believe that you would be going more so into a soul mission where you will be helping people, even maybe your communication, to help people that have come from some dark situations and giving them the strength, like what you've had to share your testimony with them. It's just that there's this worry that you have, this feeling that you may mess things up, that you have that uncertainty. And what the Spirit is really saying right here is, you need to take some time, you need to clear those thoughts, you need to sit still and just listen, because I am speaking to you. I am trying to reach you, but you have so much going on in your thoughts. So if I'm sorry, it's like there's so much coming in right now. This energy is amazing. You've done a lot of transformation. You've done a lot of growth, and I'm like really happy. You know, it's like there's still more to be done on the masculine side, on your twin flames, your twin soul side. It's the element of the mind right now. Maybe even like some cloudiness or some dizziness or a haze. And I feel that the closer you get with finding your spiritual purpose, because your connection with the Spirit is like, I mean, you're so connected. You're such a spiritual person, and you've been through so much spiritual love and growth that this is something that you can share with people, like coming into contact with somebody and, you know, you just wipe off on them. I have no other way of putting it. But there's there's a celebration, you know. There's that completion, you know, there's like a rebirth, there's a renewal of love. And, you know, with the spiritual love, there's never a separation. It rejuvenates over and over. Even if we're not together, it rejuvenates because we are connected by the source. And so right now it's just you coming into that stillness, and like maybe meditating or however, you know, your prayer life is, meditation or whatnot, and just listening to the Spirit, because right now the message is your soul purpose, and that's walking in that direction. You've already been through so much. You are a warrior. You stand firm. You're determined. There's times when, you do let maybe people say things or make comments or something, and it does kind of get to you, but you rise above it. And right now it's just coming into that quiet time and listening and removing a lot of that thought process, because that's also going on the masculine side. There's a lot of haziness and a lot of cloudiness that's going on in his head as well. The card that I did pull was from my Kuan Yin deck, and it's the Dance of the Butterfly Queen. And when you think of a butterfly, you think of this caterpillar that starts off as this little ugly creature just kind of creeping around on the ground and stuff. And when it goes into the cocoon, like the Hangman, it goes through a total transformation. And it comes out as just this beautiful, graceful butterfly, full of color and life, and just going on in life, going with the flow and having no worries, and just, you know, catching everybody's eyes. And, you know, children are really drawn to butterflies. And so with this card, you're just kind of being reminded again, like with this card, is to remember where you did come from, and, you know, how happy the Spirit is that you are a fighter, that you've come from a dark place and you've fought through, you've done the transformation, you've done the work, you've done the healing, you've done the karmic release, you've gone through your contracts, you've fulfilled all that needed to be fulfilled. And now it's just coming into that stillness. You go, girl, because I just see now that you're done, and this is just clearing away a lot of your thoughts. And once those thoughts are cleared and in order, and you've come into that, you know, come out of that like pause button, everything is going to move. because there's a lot of celebration right here. There's so much orange in here, and the orange is here just dying to get through your thoughts. So make that connection with the spirit, okay? Thank you for your request, and I hope this resonates. Live your day with love, laughter, and harmony. Namaste.